and this is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. What we're going to talk about today is the movement, the Men of High Value movement. I'm going to share some thoughts on it. There's one video that I listen to every single day, and I make it part of my exercise regimen. You know, where I do my push-ups, I do my squats, and I do everything that, to get me going for the day. But also to over time, if I do this consistently every single day over a long period of time, my body's gonna look sweet, all right? So I recommend that you start a training regimen every single day as well. You don't even need to sign up for a gym. If you are at a gym, then great, but you don't have to, all right? So if you don't have a gym, you don't wanna spend money on it, then just do push-ups every single day, no matter what. You start with 1, the next day you do 2, the next day you do 3, the next day you do 4, and keep building up until you're gonna get to 30, and now it's gonna get a bit tricky. All right, but what I wanted to say about the video that I have on in the background when I do my exercises, that video is called "It Was All a Dream," and it is by Valuetainment by Patrick Bet-David. I'll try to put the link below if I remember. And that video has one sentence in it that just it fires me up like nothing else, okay? And that sentence is, every great movement started with one person. If you think about every single movement that has happened on planet Earth, it started with one person. The evolution of the world started with one person, and that person was God, right? Every great movement started with one person. I started this Men of High Value channel 1 year ago now, well, a little bit more than 1 year ago, but as you notice in the title, it's not Man of High Value. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just starting it so that eventually we'll have a huge network of men of high value who understand the principles of truth, who apply them, who, because they apply them, attract massive abundance in their lives in terms of relationships, in terms of health, in terms of finances, and then they share those truth principles with other people. And other people are attracted to it. They're attracted to them because obviously we've got abundance, we've got the principles of truth, and we're sharing it, and we're in harmony with people, and we never blame anyone else for what is going on. This is a huge aspect of this movement. You've got to realize that this is the only movement that I know of, the only philosophy where we teach that you're responsible, right? There's a lot of movements that say that yes, I'm responsible, I need to take responsibility for my own life, blah, blah, blah. However, have you ever seen any other movement that does not blame the patriarchy, and that does not blame feminism, that does not blame women, and that does not blame men? Well, in some ways, I do blame men, okay? I gotta say that. But I'm blaming men by giving them the power to change. And I'm giving them the power from the women. We're asking women to blame men so that men can actually take responsibility and get the power, keep the power, and create massive abundance in their lives. And this is what we want, guys. Men are motivated by power. Men are motivated by leadership. Men are motivated by winning and by having people around them who work together with them in harmony to accomplish worthwhile goals. Men are motivated by achieving goals in order to get rewards for those goals, creating results so that we get the worship of women. This is what motivates us and fires us up. Which means blaming men, once they take upon themselves the responsibility and take the blame, everything changes. But the cool aspect, when we blame men, we blame ourselves at the same time. So at the same time as I'm blaming men, I'm not blaming them, because the reason why they're in their struggle right now is because I haven't shared the principles of truth. And if they don't understand it, it's because I suck at explaining it, or I suck with sales and marketing and the obscurity that I'm in, right? It is my fault that the men of this world do not understand the principles of truth. Me taking the blame for that increases my power. It empowers me. It allows me to look at my life and see, this is where I need to change, this is where I need to change, and this is what I need to change. Now, this could overwhelm a normal person. And this could overwhelm me, right? Any feminine guy would be overwhelmed by this, and I've been through my share of femininity throughout the years. However, the more masculine you get, the more able you are to put different things in different boxes, which makes it so that you can prioritize that which is important right now and that which is not important. If you never prioritize, you're never gonna get anything done. So you've got to prioritize one thing at a time. And right now, the one thing that I wanted to focus on this year was to put out a video every single day. And I've done pretty good at it. One thing that I wanted to make sure, I wanted to, focus on the message and clarifying the message. I wanted to make sure that I got better at presenting 10 to 15 minute videos without any script. I started this movement with a script. And it took me hours to write down the script, right? And then to get everything perfect and then be able to read from the script while I'm watching. Oh my gosh. Right now, I'm practicing being able to speak to crowds for 10 to 15 minutes without anything. And what's happening because of it? The principles are becoming clearer and clearer to me every single day, doubling and tripling and quadrupling my motivation and my clarity of the principles of truth. And then when you guys comment down below and like this video and tell me your questions and your thoughts and that you're progressing and your gratitude for the videos, it fires me up even more. And we're basically creating the community of men of high value who are working together in order to create a beautiful next generation of leadership. You have to understand that the moment we are actually creating massive progression in our lives, we are producing a ripple effect. It's like throwing a stone into the sea and then the waves just go. And it has far-reaching effects, like massive effects. Okay, you gotta understand that the moment this channel gets to 1 million subscribers, every single video that I put out every single day will have a ripple effect. If 100,000 people watch this video and they begin to apply it in their everyday lives, and then they begin to become an example. They start smiling to people, and they're out and about meeting 10, 20, 30 people every single day. We've got 30 people suddenly influenced from one freaking video that day. You have no idea the power that comes from taking upon yourself the responsibility to be the best you. The power that comes from taking upon yourself the blame of the world. I'm fired up about this movement. This is only the beginning, guys. I'm like, man, it fires me up. And having you guys be part of this journey, every single one of you guys who like and comment on my videos, I appreciate every single one of you. You guys comment down below, you know what I do. I comment down below and reply to every single one. You of those who are being coached by me, thank you so much for the support that you guys are giving me. When you give me that support, it allows me to focus more on the message. I don't have to focus on making money in a different way. Allowing me to make money through a YouTube channel like this and through my coaching services allows you guys to get the best and most purified message that I can possibly give you. It's only going to get better. I also want to tell you guys that since I'm actually going to move to Vancouver. It's been chosen. I'm going to live at the border. My wife is going to move there with me because, you know, Americans, they have an easy entry into Canada, and I get a 6-month entry into Canada just because I'm Norwegian. And so we're basically gonna live there for 5 to 6 months until I get my permanent residence in America. Gonna get fired up when I get that. Ooh, business, here I come. So, but what's interesting is I'm not happy or satisfied. Okay, I'm very happy with how well I do in the bedroom, but I'm not satisfied. I want to last as long as I want, whenever I want, and no matter how passionate my wife is, right? And I want to last, like, no questions asked. Which means I need practice. Okay, so I led myself, I'm leading others, you know, and now I need to lead my wife. And part of that is having full ejaculation control. If you're in a long-term committed relationship, that's your duty, you know, and contact me, and I have a course for my friend, Sexual Kung Fu, and I can give you the opportunity of, you know, signing up with that course. But you have to contact me very soon because I only have like 2 days left of that offer that he has. But my point is, I practiced ejaculation control, and at one point it became too much, and I blew my load completely, a full-on load at day 130. Just so you guys know, I don't regret it at all, but you know, I just went past the point of no return, and then I might as well just enjoy it. But for you to understand where I'm at when it comes to that, it's not gonna happen again, because I understand now where I'm at, and I was just distracted and had lack of sleep that day and just a lot of things, but I enjoyed it, and now I'm basically starting from scratch like every single one of you. This is probably a couple of weeks ago, but I needed to share it now because someone asked, so what day are you on? You know, what's your streak? I also didn't want to really share it on this video because, hey, my wife can't know that I'm practicing ejaculation control, you know what I mean? So, but I have to share it with you guys. I don't care if she watches this or not, because I'm gonna be yeah, I'm gonna take the next steps in my life, and I'm fired up about the process, and so should you guys be, okay? You're part of this journey, I'm part of this journey. We're gonna create an amazing movement. We're gonna create conferences, we're gonna create seminars, we're gonna like migrate to locations together for those of you who desire that, and we're gonna build up communities of powerful families with amazing women, amazing children, and create those next generations that, hey, you know, they might just take over the world. And I have no problems leading them towards doing that, because the principles that I teach on this channel are principles that work. My definition of truth is that which works in the long run, in the big scheme of things. If you apply the truth, happiness and joy will always come. There is no doubt in my mind that you apply these principles on this channel, joy and happiness will be the final result. And not only will it be the final result, but it will be the immediate result that happens once you start on the path of mastery and start on the path of semen retention and start applying the principles of consistency, of you know, of setting goals and achieving them and increasing in power and confidence. Man, there's a happiness and joy on that entire growth curve towards exponential joy and happiness. This is why I know that these principles work. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Hope you've had a fantastic day. Make sure you like and comment down below of what you liked about this video. I'll see you again tomorrow.